kindly let us know where you have a challenge because we want to solve it practically together. All right. I hope we can all see my screen, please. Please, can anyone see my screen?
Yes.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yes.
All right, thank you, sir. Now, all of you have learned how to get to Power Query, but what I want to show you tonight is how to
No,
also.
not yet. I can't see your screen.
Who can see my
Okay,
screen?
I can see it now.
This man. Okay. Now, we all know how to um, open our data in Power Query by going to data, get data, file, and those stuffs. But all the same, there is still another way that you can open up your data in Power Query without having to go through that process. Now, the question is, what if I have my data like this opened and I want to open it in Power Query straight without having to close it and then go to data menu, get data file, open, import, transform data, that long process. If you don't want to go through that, you just go to data menu. So from your data menu, you will go to from table or range. So from table or range, or from table/range rather, you just click on it. From here, it will call up your Power Query straight. So just watch and see how it's going to call up Power Query so that we can do some cleaning and also add some things. All right, good. Okay. Did we all see how I call up my Power Query? I open the data first in Excel. Then after leaving the data open, I clicked on data menu, then went to from table or range. Any data that you have, you can do it wherever you are. But please, don't get distracted and then you focus on what you are doing and then you come back and ask me what I'm teaching. I will not go back. So just have that at the back of your mind. Now for tonight's class, I will share the link with us by tomorrow so that we can download it and you can also rewatch it at your convenience. I've not done that before, but I choose to do it tonight because I know we'll be entering some deep, muddy waters. It's not compulsory, but if you don't get it and then you have need of it, I can share the link with you through my drive. All right. Now, you have this data. I told us that when you come into your Power Query, the first thing you do before you do anything, go to your transform and count rows. Now you're having 245 rows. You close. Now you go back and then scroll to see if you are having maybe some empty data. Just at a glance, I've seen that my first column, which is my primary key, that guy is not having any challenge. Now if I stop at the second column, which is the name, I'm seeing L capital letter, lion, that is this 64, lion. But if I go to 66, the lane, the L there is a small letter. So can anyone tell us what we are going to do to this column? Let me help you out. What are we going to do to this column? Anyone? I hope we are hearing me there.
Yeah, we can hear you.
So,
We are hearing you.
all right. So, what
We
are we going to
return it.
do? Sir?
We replace it. We replace it.
Anybody support him? He said we'll replace it too. Anybody support him?
I don't think so. Should be his name.
Yes, his name.
Okay, name.
You don't need to replace. So you just choose an uppercase uppercase.
Uppercase,
Okay,
lowercase,
uppercase. Yeah.
yellow card for the two of
I
you.
thought I thought you are talking about gender.
No, 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 his name. If you are talking of uppercase, lowercase, I say yellow card for two of you. Auntie Joy, what are we going
No,
to do?
it's okay. It's correct. Proper.
Proper now, proper.
Gonna see.
You can either, it depends on your choice. So depend on your choice. You can either go for uppercase or you go for proper.
Everybody calm down. Before you get to proper, what are you going to do first? That's what I'm asking.
You highlight.
Okay, you might click now.
Oh yeah, I don't click now.
Right click on it.
Make I come show you answer. Tell me what I want to do before I right click. Now where they go with that?
Just right click. Just right click
I
where
am
your
not going
mouse
to
is.
right click. If I right click, what will I? What? Oh,
If you right click,
you will see the answer. I
you,
know. What is the thing I'm looking for?
what you are looking for
Mm.
is what we call
They right click your
um
system.
Transform.
eh?
You see transform. From transform, you go somewhere and do change thing.
We don't go somewhere tonight. All right. You right click. You go to transform, and then from transform,
and
and what? Then you now decide the
you
case you want to use, whether you're going to
the one you
capitalize,
want to
uppercase, lowercase. But in most cases, when it comes to name, the best just use capitalize each word. Can you see? So that every name, whether surname and first name, the first letter capital, others can be small. Because sometimes when you use uppercase all through, there's a way it looks to the eye. But some persons can prefer uppercase though. Alright, so let me leave it at this. Now if you look at this 13 now, this W, there is a space before W where my mouse is. If I go to 9, there is a space before Lina. So what will I have to do now to clean up the space?
I think you trim it.
Thank you, ma. So I will just right click, and I'll go to transform, and then I'll trim. That's all. Everything now. You don't do alignment very well. Cool. All right. So now let's move. Now let's go to gender. Now for gender, we'll go to the filter, and then we look at what we have. We are having 3 types of gender. We have null, we have female, and then we have male. In this case, there is no gender that is called null. So now it has several categories, but there is a way we will now use what we call data dictionary. We'll create our own, what we are going to use to substitute the null. That's what you mean by data dictionary. For this data now, you are creating what you are going to use to be able to fit in. So for null, we can use a word like maybe others, so that you don't have to be saying gay, lesbian, and the like. So you just categorize all of them as others. So how are we going to get that done? Who will help me out?
how are we going to get right
You
click?
replace.
Right click and
Yes, I'm waiting. Oh, right click and
right click. Right
eh,
click the
I will never right click now. I
You
don't go agree. Tell me what I want.
you go to split.
Eh?
You go.
Replace values. Click on replace values.
And I lost here. Good. Even if you don't want to right click, in your menu here, you will see replace values. So you have replace values. See, the main thing is you know what to do. If you right click, yes, you will get it. But the question is, what do I want to do? So that I will not be doing tombo. If you want to do an interview remotely, they are watching what you are doing. So definitely, if they see what you are doing, that your hand no straight, they will say this will never know work. You never know what you want to do. Excuse me, I want to admit someone. All right. So I'm back. So, like you said, welcome, sir. So I'm replacing.
Thank you, good day, sir.
Good evening, sir. We're replacing the null now, right? with what? Others. Okay, good. Now, when it comes to departments, we are having null. In this case also, best. What it means, who can help me to explain this null we have in the department section? Department column. Who can help me out?
Ghost workers.
Thank
I
you.
am.
Thank you. Correct. So, but our data dictionary, what are we going to use to replace null now in this data analysis?
Not staff.
Maybe na Nigeria they go use ghost worker.
Okay, let's replace the value from null to, okay, let me say not the staff, so that we can know what is happening to them. All right, so we've done that. Now, where the challenge lies is where I'm going now. I will skip salary because that's not my problem. Now, let's look at the objective. The objective says, the first objective says, let me zoom, okay, fine. The first objective says to know those that are due for promotion if they have worked for 4 years and above. To know those that are due for promotion if they are from 4 years and above. How are we going to solve this objective? Anyone?
You first of all get numbers of days they have worked.
1.
Then when you get the numbers of days, then you will now get divide and get it by years. Then you divide by
You get the
365.
current.
Then when you divide 365, what next?
You have already gotten the years. Then you can use conditional column to say if this is 4 years, then
Good.
If that's one.
Do we all understand?
Yes.
Mr. Brown, do you understand?
I think that was where I had the issue last time. I still try. I could not see what that was.
Okay, no problem. Out of the 4 objectives, is there anyone that we cannot handle so that we can go back to our power pivots now? I said I'm not going to solve it completely. I'll just give us a guide. Then I'll pull out. You try and fix it, and then you now resubmit. That's how I'm trying to treat it before I log out from here. Mr. Paul, any question?
Sorry, number 2 question. Affected most by what?
By the attrition. By the attrition.
I'm with you, sir.
Okay. Mr. David. Okay. Now, when you say HR attrition at large, attrition means employee turnover. Employee turnover means people that the company are going to maybe sack, maybe no longer need their service, or they have set a criteria now and they say 4 years and above are going to be promoted. That means some persons below 4 years, somebody can be 50 years of age and he has only worked for 3 years. and is in accounts department, whereas somebody else can be 30 years and he has worked for 6 years and is in account. So the one that is 30 years will be promoted, the one that is 50 years will not be promoted, because the criteria they set is number of years, more like a long service, using it as a criteria for promotion.
I get it now.
All right, thank you, sir. Now, this is what I'll do. If you have any challenge with this, immediately we are done with the class, private chat me. I know why I said I should private, so that I know what your own particular challenge is on this. I want us to do it on our own without help of the teacher. Anywhere you are stuck, private chat me. I will bring maybe 1 or 2 persons, or I'll create a group for us, maybe from tomorrow or from Thursday, whereby
You can give us supervisor on the assignment too.
now only when I want to do project and I'll get supervisor.
Okay. Oh.
But that's not a problem at all. Don't worry, I will help you guys out.
Or I can pick Mr. Lawrence myself.
I love that, Mr. Lawrence. They say you have been picked though.
Can 2 people pick him?
Uh-uh.
Can 2 people pick him?
Okay, well, Mr. Lawrence is on the platform.
If you are picking me, both of us are learning it together.
And that's so now.
Okay.
It's better now. If we make mistake, we go make mistake together. We can learn.
2 years are better than 1. So,
2 good
picking you.
eggs.
Now that you people are rushing Mr. Lawrence, so what will I do?
Said something that he is going to create a group for us. So when he creates that group for us, we can make use of the group to teach
It's
ourselves.
not, see, Mr. Lawrence, yes. There is also somebody else that is very quiet on the platform. We have a lady in the house. She's also
Okay.
No, I
quiet
don't know.
as
They
good.
don't just stay quiet.
Don't
Please,
mind her. Trust
she
me.
no one for us the rapport.
No, don't
I
mind
don't
her.
I
know. I
don't have
just
Okay.
dey
anything
see
to
the
say now. I don't have anything to say.
Okay, because she knows it.
She.
No.
I will
I
choose
don't
it
know
that
it
Mr.
though.
Lawrence and how. The 2 of them.
No.
2 are better than 1.
Don't worry.
Afraid.
We'll create the platform from tomorrow and then we'll be able to interact with these and we'll move
Okay,
on from
sir.
there. All right. So let me leave that first. And we close and load and then we are back to our Excel. This is not my focus tonight. I just want to review it. We'll go back, you redo it, and then you resend it. But by tomorrow, I will send them. I will create the platform so all of us we can be interacting on the platform and we can create help for ourselves. That's one. Now, yesterday we introduced power pivots. And remember that power pivots has more features, has more strength, has more capabilities than the pivots that we are still battling with for now. For example, Mr. Brown was talking about him not being able to use 3 at a time. Let me just do one for us. I go to insert, I go to my pivot table and I want it on a new worksheet. Now, I can decide to say gender, department, start date. Okay, I didn't finish it. Employee ID. No. Salary. No. Okay, let me put gender as a filter. Good. Now, look at what I've done. These are the people These are the sum of salary that they are paying to everybody in the department. For example, in accounting is paying about 1,051,000. Okay, let me zoom it so that we can see it clearer. Good. Okay, because it came through PowerQuery. And give it another shot. Okay. All right. Good. Then if I want, I can put the currency. Now, the total amount paid to everybody in accounting is 1.56 million. Don't forget, I can still sort. Good. So the department that is highest paid is 1.79, which is product management, and the least paid department is people that are not meant to collect salary. Even marketing, they always collect 773.205. Now, this is for everybody. If we want to use gender to separate it, how much have been paid to the males, how much have been paid to the female? Let me first come from this other side here, where you have in the rows we put department. That's why you are having each of the departments arranged in rows in this column. Now, in our values, value is the summation, is using summation now of salary. This is the total amount paid to product management, like that for each of them. Now when we now go to gender, if they say we want to know how much all the male in the department are earning and how much all the female in the department are earning, we can separate it now. We go to gender, the filter up here. For now is male, female and others. I can select for female, and then okay. Can you see? Product management that was the highest before has now come to number 2. Watch what I want to do. I'm highlighting it. Then when I'm done highlighting, I will copy and then paste it. Good. I have female on this side. I can change this one here, the filter here, to male, and I'll say okay. Good. Now look at it. We have more female in being paid more in the training. Let's look at here now. Can you see? We have lesser guys in training being paid. The total amount coming in for training for men is 360,000. But for women, we have them more in training in the pace of payment. The best for the men here is engineering, whereas for the female is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's about the 9th position. So if they want to compare the two, they can say, oh, we can now look at maybe the total. For the total, we can know and say, okay, oh, these people are paid more than the other people. I can come here now and then put, can you see, 8.04 million, and then for the other one is 8.08. Almost the same, close though, but looking at their department and their sex, we have more people paid in a particular department that are female than male. So in this case now we are using 3 fields. We have departments in the row, the sum of salary as values. Value is the total, and then we now have for the filter we have the gender. Assuming we finish everything we are doing, I can remove gender and then put work location. But because we have not finished it, can you see? We have not separated it. Let's see everybody in Auckland, New Zealand. Okay. So now, for Auckland, New Zealand, this is what we have. Are you getting it now? So the person that is asking, oh, when you need to use 3 fields, this is one method of using 3 fields. Like I said earlier, this is still not where I'm going. Why I'm trying to re-emphasize on pivot is because if you have issues with pivot and then you get to power pivot, you have a greater issue. But the difference between pivot more and power pivot is in power pivot, we will create a relationship between 2 or more related tables. In pivot, for now, we are only using one table, one object for our analysis. When we get to power pivot, which we are going to be doing now, we can have 2, 3 more columns or tables rather, or objects being used together, and we can also do some calculations. Since we started, we have not done any calculation. We will introduce us to a bit of calculation. First, relationship. Then tomorrow, when we come back, the next after now, we'll focus more on power pivot. We will now play with pivot charts tomorrow. I know why I don't want to. It's very simple. It's far simpler than everything that we are doing. Very, very simple. But don't worry yourself with it. Now, let me close this data because I will not be using it for now. Let me close it. Okay. And all right. Let me now call up the data that we're using for our power pivot. Permit me to stop sharing so that it will be easier. All right, just a moment, please. We'll be receiving it on our WhatsApp now. It's a data that has 3 different tables. All right, it's a folder. I name it power pivot data. So I'll be dropping it on our WhatsApp now. So once you receive it, you can just download it to your system. Okay, let me drop the 3 at once. Might not need the folder. Okay, fine. All right, I'm dropping it for us. If you have it, just download the 3 because we're using the 3 files now. Which one, Big Magan?
15 minutes to go.
Don't mind them, they are joking. Okay. I think I've sent it to 4 of us. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. Mr. Brown, have you seen it? Mr. Brown, have you received it?
I'm opening my WhatsApp on the computer.
All right.
But I've received it. I've received order.
Okay. There are 3 files that are there. So what I will do, I will not.
Okay.
I will just let me just end the meeting and I'll just create another one immediately so that I will not have a break. This there 14 minutes. And then the distract person. So I will end this and I'll send another one to us so that we can just join and then we move straight. All right. Shake it to wardrobe and you saw them. You know, come. Where is everybody? What happened?
Grace fell down because she's not on the light, so she was dropping sometimes. You know, she not fell down, she not hit her leg. The mom now carried the end, then she not told me that she come and clean the water on the listen on the fly, clean it. Then she not like come and see what you're clean, no clean first. So I went back to clean it. Then she now she tell
Tọ́lọ́kọ̀ wọlé ẹlẹ́ kitchen yẹn tó bá ṣé o bá àwọn náà àwọn méjèèjì mo ní pé kán lọ dáná. Lọ wọlé lẹ́yìn bó ṣe rí wàá mọ̀ pé omi yẹn yọ̀ ní number one. Number two mo tún sọ fún ọkọ̀ kọ́ wa mi tún sì tún ṣe. Eléyìí dáhùn mi dára débi pé ọ̀sán láti bọ́ aṣọ tó ń fi jẹun ó ń jẹun ní ìhòòhò. Mo sọ fún àwọn méjèèjì wọ́n ti sẹ́yìn ká ní mo ti fún ọ̀kan ní kan mo ti fún kí àwọn méjèèjì bá lè ràn mí lọ́wọ́ mi ní.
Where is Dara?
Mo ti tinú bó ṣe rí.
Where is Dara?
Mo ní òkè ẹ̀mí clean it eléyìí ò tún lù dára mo tún ní ìwọ nǹkan tó clean.
Dara Yinya. I don't want to hear anything. Number one, clean the kitchen. Clean this.
it's not me that said it was in your Lord.
Tó bá gbọ́ mọ̀ nǹkan tó sọ sí mi tó face mi. In fact, I want to go and sleep.
Wait, who said you are unfair?
She said more than that. On face
I
me.
did not say mom is unfair. It's not you that said it.
Don't push anything. What were you saying
I
before you
didn't say I
lay down?
know.
What were you saying before you lay down? In fact, mo fẹ́ lọ sùn. Torí pé mi ò kọ́ lórí fóònù lọ́wọ́ ni. Ṣèbí mi ò ní ṣàti jẹ́yìn tèmi. Eléyìí tí ní gọ́ọ̀tù ó ti ń kọjú sí mi.
Mommy don't.
Shut up your mouth. Mo mú òun wọnú yàrá lọ.
Awesome.
Ó ti ń ṣe gbọ̀ngàn má fọ méjì. More than twice.
Okay, what's wrong?
Mo
You're waiting your egg.
Mo bá tún mú Dára lọ síbẹ̀ mo ní òkè bá mi fix kọ́tì yẹn because wọn ò fix ẹ̀ yẹn rí wà lọ́tọ̀ ni ó dẹ̀ ti ń rí kó ti ń pariwo látàrọ̀ òkè bá mi ṣe ṣọ́ pé Dára fi kọ́tì yẹn sínú rin ó dẹ̀ fi sáàrò gidi bẹ́ẹ̀.
You should have made two for also my great
Mo ní
Are
are you the one that wore that clothes they are wearing for them? Fúnra mi ni mo mú aṣọ fún àwọn méjì tí mo mú lókè máa wọ̀ fúnra yín because òtútù máa mú mo mọ̀ pé òórùn fún ètò. Mo ṣe ń bẹ sọ̀rọ̀ I am having a day on your phone. I'm trying to relax. I will watch one or two things just relax away and just relax because I'm having a day. They didn't allow me to sleep. Àwọn mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin today.
No, it's not me. I don't do
Allow me to
anything.
talk
I was
now.
with you sleeping in the room.
Can you please allow me to talk?
I hope you guys are okay.
Sorry, Dara has started facing me. Emilio, she started facing me. I will talk. It's not unfair. They are doing this.
Say it's unfair.
You know, like àtijọ́ téèyàn bá ṣe fẹ́ gbọ́ bí yàn sọ̀rọ̀.
I did not say
Kò ní
it's unfair.
manners láti bí tí bá. Why didn't I slap her?
Hey, me, I'm going to class. I just wanted to know what happened. That's why.
And in fact, I will go sleep. I don't joke with my own food. Yes. Give me my own egg. I don't play with my own food. Èmi ló bá sọ̀rọ̀ báyẹn.
Lara, is
The
it?
egg that
Auntie Oluwa,
she
that's not what I said.
What did you say?
I will frame word for you.
What did you say? That's what you say. I agree. But what did you say?
I don't know that she should please give me the egg. I don't know that she should please give my egg.
I don't joke with my food.
You know that why you did not eat
My
today
own egg.
is because of what you did. When I came back, I still tried to correct you. I said, yeah, you guys are not using your head. Is that what I said? Good.
Mo ṣe ń bẹ sọ̀rọ̀ abalórí kan ló ń fún mi.
Please, I'm going to my class. I beg all of you. Go and sleep. Thank you. Hey. Go and clean the kitchen and the sitting room. If you want to sleep very well, sleep the sitting room and clean. Bye-bye. You know, Lord, bring me water. Let me drink water. Oh, ti tó volunteer mo fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ class. Mi lè máa ṣe class máa tún pariwo bí ilé. All right. We are all welcome back. I will be calling up the data now, and I will open the three of them first. Then I will close them. I want to explain the data. That's what I mean. I want to explain the three data so that we'll see the relationship between the three data that I was trying to. Who is that? Okay, Mr. Brown. Okay. So that we can all see the data, and then I will Explain it.